Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. So today we're doing the quest Old Heroes Never Die. The Admiral left a message for you and the news is not good. It appears that Leminson Merchantcraft was assailed by a Sahagan raiding party affiliated with the Crushing Tide. To further complicate matters, the vessel in itself was carrying a shipment of crystals supplied to us by the kobolds of Agomoro. The Admiral suspects that Dal means to use the plundered crystals to summon Leviathan. She's gone to meet with Null that we and our Sahagan allies might take swift action. She bids you join her immediately. Should the worst come to the worst, your experience in combating primals may prove essential. Pray make for South Tidegate and rendezvous with Admiral uh, Blufwisen at once. Always the South Tidegate here. I mean, it does make sense though with dealing with the Sahagan and all. But I mean, still, I mean, really, if the Sagan were smart, they attack somewhere else. I mean, yes, this would be a strong point for them to be able to attack from. But still. Thank you for coming. The situation is grim. The Crushing Tide plundered one of our trading ships and seized a goodly stash of Agomoro crystals. Though their aim is clear, it appears that they yet lack the quantity needed to perform the summoning. Dao longs for the days when every Sahagan cried out for Lord Leviathan's deliverance and will stop at nothing to see them return. I cannot fathom what the Crushing Tide are thinking, what satisfaction, what happiness can be found in giving over their hearts and minds to a false god. And so we must thwart their designs, lest the bonds we have forged be forever broken. By the same token, we cannot ignore the blasphemy nor the transformations its presence may bring about. A battle on two fronts, neither of which we can commit to at the expense of the other. As we sail into the eye of the storm, I would hear your counsel. What course of action would you propose? As it happens, Ori enlisted the executions of Krakens and the Sirens to cause. They've done much to bolster the Maelstrom's efforts to scour the seas for the blasphemy. So we seek reinforcements we'll have to turn elsewhere, but to whom? Company of Heroes, I think, would be the next best thing. Company of Heroes, now that's a name I've not heard in some time. Tis true that they answered the call many times. Indeed, other than you and yours, there are arguably none better suited to this task of primal slaying. But they disbanded over 5 years ago. Neither hide nor hair has been seen of their commander since. Absent their leader, I suspect they will be reluctant to join our cause. And yet I can think of no better option. I'll contact Wieski, their erstwhile commander's right-hand man, and see if he will not hear us out. I asked him to meet us at the Drowning Winch. Let us hope he is receptive to our offer. Noel, might I trust you and your brothers to continue to search for the blasphemy in the meantime? Of course, Admiral. Should we discover anything, you will be the first to know. That's... yeah. It's back in the Limps of Lamensa. Oh, I'm hoping that I decided to take the credit hit and order a new video card, and hopefully that will improve. It may be a while before you see any videos that have the improvements, but hopefully it will improve the overall PC performance of this computer. I'm hoping. We'll have to see once we get it and get it installed. But hopefully the streams on the PC and everything will look much better. Not the console. Consoles will still look the same because nothing about that setup's changing. Just the PC setup. Maybe one day, once we actually get a much better PC and a much better setup for everything, we might improve the console setup more. But my apologies for the delay. And here I swore 5 years ago that I was done playing Hero. Can someone explain what this is all about? Believe it or not, I am a respectable man with respectable obligations these days. Take that polearm out of your arse, old friend, and stop pretending you're not still a murderous bastard at heart. Watch that wicked tongue of yours, lest I skewer it and prove you right. Oh, nothing like a reunion with dear companions over a bottle of the wench's finest vintage. That's where we're here, right? Long time no eye catch-up, Linders. Brave Flux's tummy tickled to see Gobby friends again. Thank you for assembling on such short notice. Spare us the pleasantries, Admiral. Why are we here? I make a simple request. Reform the company of heroes and lend Limsa your strength. You've a reason, I'm sure I would hear it. The world needs your help, not just Limsa. So there you have it. A terrible fiend known as a blasphemy prowls our seas, transforming the Sahagin into ravening beasts. At the same time, the Sahagin themselves, specifically a hostile faction calling themselves the Crescent Tide, had declared their intention to summon Leviathan anew. Yay for technical difficulties! At the same time, the Sahagin themselves, specifically a hostile faction calling themselves the Crescent Tide, had declared their intention to summon Leviathan anew. Should they succeed, we would be hard-pressed to deal with the Primal while still dealing with the other threats. A right pickle indeed. But the answer is no. The commander disbanded the company, and as is his first mate, it's not my place to gainsay his final order. Stop that, I say. Have you forgotten our company's creed? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Are the people now in danger not the same men and women we fought to defend years ago? The commander would not have turned his back on them, and neither should we. Bold words, Lynn Daniel, but do you truly believe that we can honor them as we are? Old mercenaries past their prime, lacking the commander whose wisdom and prowess saw them to glory once upon a time. Ah, yes, your commander. What if Illusion here were to lead you in his stead? Surely you would not question her abilities. An intriguing proposition. I, for one, would not be averse to serving under such a decorated hero. Copyfriend has godly head for fighty think, and godly arms for thinky fight. As ringing endorsement as any, but I would hear it from the woman herself. Do you believe you are capable of leading the company of heroes into battle? Yeah, if you've got the balls. Now the conference, now that's the conference I'd expect from my commander. Very well then, consider us yours to lead. 5 years to the day. Truth be told, I was enjoying the more leisurely life, but when duty calls... Wait, before we proceed, I must ask, have we no way of reaching out to the commander? Forgotten how he took his leave, have ye? We? Of him vanishing so we could each find our own way? Apart from him and the company, I doubt we'll see him again, much as I wish we could. To the matter at hand, the mission you will undertake. First, you are to aid us tracking down the blasphemy that roams the sea. Second, you must prevent the crushing tide from summoning Leviathan at all costs. Oh, is that all? And here I thought we might get our feet wet with a real challenge. But in all seriousness, we should take care to decide who attends to what. Sounds like a job for acting commander. I'm sure she'll give it all due consideration. So if I understand this correctly, we're to bring down this so-called blasphemy. Of course, to do that, we'll need to find the damn thing first. We've also got to prevent the crushing tide from summoning their god, a Leviathan, a tall order in and of itself. As acting commander, it's your job to decide who'll be doing what based on the skills we each have to offer. I'd recommend that you start by having a chat with each of us, that you might develop a sense of the strengths and weaknesses, mostly strengths, of course, of the storied veterans under your command. My specialty, you ask? Why, impaling fiends with this lance of mine, of course. The stronger the foe, the better. None are a match for me. It'd be folly to waste my talents on dealing with those slippery fishmen. Set me against the so-called blasphemy and I'll have the things on skewers before you can say, the Admiral's name. A wise choice. Send Daniel off to the Sahagin. He's like to help them summon Leviathan to sate his bloodlust. Yeah, that's the outcome I'd rather like to avoid. I will speak plain. I am not some bow-crazed barbarian like Daniel. As none of the U tribe, a tribe of peerless hunters, I conduct my affairs with discipline and prudence. As such, I know better than any to rush headlong into battle is rarely the best course of action. Far wiser it is to observe from afar and proceed with caution. Very suited, if I do say so myself. They're far better suited to the task of averting needless bloodshed than the famously circumspect Ood Nun. As you well know, my vision is somewhat lacking these days. I can still defend myself when necessary, but I'd rather not come to that. My condition also leaves me rather unsuited to scouting and searching. It wasn't always the case, but such is life. On the other hand, I'd like to think I've gotten quite good at sounding out the intentions of others during negotiations and the like. You have a keen sense of these things, I see, more so than the reconnaissance or battle. Shamani has a knack for working behind the scenes to see the company's goals achieved. Bravelock's master remaker of Illuminati treasures offers much hand-blending with ingenuity. Far-seeing spyglass sees far into ocean deep. Crackfires go boom and blast beasts into bitty pieces. Slang the blasphemy, of course, for you. Logical choice, if I do say so myself. Bravelock's mastery of tools and armaments are sure to avail you in tracking and felling the beast. It would seem everyone has their assignments. And I'd say the choices you've made are nigh impeccable. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you'd been leading us for years. And with that, it's time we get to work. I have procured link pearls for one and all, that we can keep each other apprised of our progress. You may pick them up from Maelstrom Command. We'd best be off then. Should we have need to regroup or reconsider our strategy, call for us. I'll return to command and share these developments here with the Secretariat and our Sahuagin friends. Do join me if you can, Commander Illusion. The Admiral surprised me with the situation in full. Furnish Illusion with a link pearl, yes? Of course, Admiral. It would seem the company is trying to reach us. Oh there, Commander. Just get the word and I'll come running. Lower your goddamn voice, will you? Watch your tongue. I'll track you down and rip yours out. They sound more like mortal enemies than old companions. That's where illusion comes in. I'm trusting you to whip them back into shape. Make them a force to be reckoned with. I will have the Secretary contact you if there are any developments. I would convey them to the entire company by link pearl, but we cannot afford anyone taking reckless action. In the meantime, I will reach out to Noel and see what he has gleaned about the crushing tide and their hideout. Let's hope for good tidings, Commander. And that was Old Heroes Never Die. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Either another video here on YouTube or maybe one of our many live streams. Till then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.